Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market session. Friends, we had seen a major sell-off across the global markets yesterday. It started off with Europe and even US markets were down initially about 2%, but towards the end there was a bit of a recovery. The key trigger looks to be the fact that the expectations ahead of the EU summit are extremely low, as Germany is hardening its stance, and the possibility of a common euro bond or some kind of a major bailout looks highly unlikely. So in that kind of a scenario, when you have a major issues with respect to Spain, and the fact that Moody's has actually downgraded about 28 odd Spanish banks, and the Spain has officially asked for a bailout for its weaker banks, is actually causing a lot of nervousness across the Eurozone and US. Though in US some of the data points that came out were positive, the home sales data in fact were much better, and that's why we saw some kind of a recovery in the market, but the overall sentiment there continues to be extremely bad. In terms of flows, friends, we had some kind of a buying by the FI, about 153 crore in the cash market, and the domestic institutions were biased to the tune of 26 crore. Back home, friends, people had huge expectations about the government's announcement of reviving the market sentiment and doing something for the falling rupee, but the actual announcements were far short of the expectations. In fact, for the market point of view, there was really nothing material. And even for the INR, which is showing a lot of weakness, whatever government actually announced in terms of increasing the limit of the FII investment and some of the other foreign institutional investors by about $5 billion, actually fell short of expectations. So there is a feeling that government actually has not done anything. There are reports and indications that the government might do more, but as we've seen in the past, that there are a lot of disappointment. This time market would be more focusing on the actual announcements before reacting to it. On that note, let me invite Gaurav to take us through the technical levels and views on the market. Hi Gaurav, good morning. Market is showing a lot of zigzag movement, and 5200 is proving to be an extremely important resistance. We've seen it time and again. At the same time, we've seen resilience through the month, and 5100 is also proving to be an important support zone. So how does one go ahead in the current scenario?
As can be seen from the daily chart, Nifty has been trading in a range-bound manner. Lower end of the range has been supported by 40 DEMA, whereas on upside, Delhi upper Bollinger Band has capped the upside. Overall, the range-bound activity has taken form of a distribution pattern, and as you rightly said, 5200 is acting as a key resistance, and near that level, Nifty has formed a double top pattern on the daily chart. Delhi momentum indicator by the time is showing weakness and is on the verge of a bearish crossover. Moving on to lower time frame, that is hourly chart shows that the distribution pattern has taken form of a distribution triangle, whereas hourly momentum indicator has already triggered sell signal. Okay. So all these signs suggest that unless 5200 is surpassed, Nifty is due for a short term correction, and key level for that would be 50% retracement of this rise, and the level is 4980.
Okay, so we're looking at correction up to about 4980. Today morning the market is likely to open around 5110 or thereabouts. It's showing flat gains. So we're looking at about 100 to 120 points kind of a cut.
That's right. And on the downside, 40 DMA and 20 DMA, that is 5036 and 5061 will act as key supports for Nifty.
Right. And any observation on the banking Nifty?
Yeah. This is daily chart of Bank Nifty. As we can see that Bank Nifty is trading in a medium term falling channel, and in the last trading session it faced resistance at upper channel line and has fallen down from there. Daily momentum indicator is already in sell mode in case of Bank Nifty. Recent picture shows that Bank Nifty can form a distribution pattern, that is a distribution triangle at current level, which can take a week or so. Once that is done, a sharp sell off can be seen. However, from short term perspective for Bank Nifty, yesterday's high, that is 10,194 will act as key resistance, and on the downside, swing low will be initial target, that is 9619, and below that Delhi lower Bollinger Band, that is 9285 will be medium term target.
So one could look at initiating a short position in Bank Nifty somewhere around 10,000, 10,200 levels.
Yeah, that's right. Risk reward will be favorable for that.
Okay. Any stock specific ideas that you've shortlisted for us?
Yeah. First is Tata Motors. Tata Motors on the daily chart has formed a bearish flag pattern, and recently it is trading near upper end of the pattern. It is trading also near key daily moving averages. So Tata Motors is a good candidate for initiating short position with support at 242 and 231 and key resistances at 252 and 256. The next counter is from banking space, the heavyweight, that is SBI. SBI has broken a rising channel and has also retested a lower end of the channel. It has formed a bearish outside bar in the last trading session. In case of SBI also, daily momentum indicator is in sell mode. So in banking space, SBI is a good candidate to initiate short with support at 2056 and 1974 and resistances at 2200 and 2245.
Right, Gaurav, thanks a lot for that update.
Thank you.
Friends, in terms of news, there are reports that the monsoon situation is going to be worse, and over the next couple of days, the progress of the arrival of the monsoon has been delayed, and if there is no real pickup in the next couple of weeks, that could be a big dampener for the economy and for our markets. Also, friends, after the market, there were reports that the consortium of the PSU banks would be set up to fund the infra projects of 1,000 odd crore, which is a bit of a positive for the infra sector as such. In terms of company specific news, we have reports that the Barings India Fund has hiked the stake in Manappuram Finance. The stock was up about 3-4%, but there could be some more upside for the stock. Also, in terms of the news, SR Oil, the Gujarat High Court has actually rejected the company's petition, and the company has decided to go to Supreme Court. The counter is around 55 levels, but it could remain a bit subdued. Fortis is actually looking at picking up 26% stake in renewable energy, so that stock could remain in action. And there are also reports that Aditya Birla Group is the front runner for picking up a controlling stake in Jaiprakash Associates cement unit. So you could see some action in the cement space as a whole. We are seeing a lot of buying happening in Gujarat Ambuja, Ultratech, ACC, etc. So if this kind of a development actually happens, then you might see renewed buying interest. Though this CCI penalty news have been negative, we are seeing a lot of resilience in the cement stocks across the board. Also, friends, there are reports that SpiceJet is talking to Etihad and Qatar Airline for a minority stake. So that could have some kind of a positive implications for the airline stock and SpiceJet in particular. That's it from all of us, friends. See you tomorrow at the same time.